Hey Smashers, it's the Hulk. Welcome back to another video. Today is as different as always, because when do I ever have the same content as the other day? So I've been trying my damn hardest to make content, but I don't have the necessary technology or funds to do what I want to do. So I will attempt to make content for my company. If you don't know, I am the founder and CEO of Hulk Boy Studios. Yeah, you heard that right. Hulk Boy Studios is the company I founded and I am the CEO of. We mainly do animation, but we might do other stuff. It's LGBTQ and ally entertainment, essentially. But I have at least 2 stories already planned out. It's just drawing them and putting them, in an animation software. But I need a better computer before doing that. So, I should be getting a new one soon, hopefully. I'll post a trailer or a pilot for the show I want to do. I do have 2 different shows I have pre-planned. But for how I did it, I might as well just merge the 2 shows because one of the characters in the second show is the main character of the first show. So it just kind of makes sense to either have the first show premiere first or just have them combined. The only thing is, since it isn't my IP, I'm probably gonna have to separate the 2 shows. The first show is my own IP, mainly because it's my imagination. I came up with it on my own, all by my lonesome. Joking. A couple of my friends did help. Also, if you're wondering why the mic is this close to my mouth, it's because you barely could hear me if it's not. So it's just better off if I just hold it. That's better. So yeah, I might make some videos with my friends, doing some podcasting. Probably gonna have to pass around the mic. Cord is long enough to do that, so I should be able to do that. But besides just updates every now and then, there's not much I can do. Like, I have the you barely can see it. It's like, yeah, you barely can see it. I have the storyboard all prepared. It's like actually animating it, but without any help from AI or anything like that. Because most of the animation software that my computer can use mainly uses AI and makes you have to use it, have to use the AI for it. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it without using AI, but I will do my best because I don't know, anytime I even try to get help from anything AI, it doesn't feel genuine, It just makes it feel like I'm faking it or not even trying, So, I will do my damnedest best to, make more videos when I get a new computer. But, until then, you guys are probably just gonna get, update videos. That's pretty much it. You're just gonna get update videos, because at the moment, that's practically all I'm really doing. However, I am gonna have some events coming up in person, so I might record those and post them onto YouTube or something. It's with some drag queens. One of them is Champagne Topper, um, Sapphics, and many others that I can't name off the top of my head. Um, there's also there's also Citadel, or I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I'm really excited because I get to host, DJ, MC, stage manager, all of the good stuff from my local pride. So, I'm in the good I'm in a good spot right now. But since it's an unpaid job and I'm just volunteering because it's a non-profit organization, I it's like I can't really, use whatever I get to buy a new computer because I don't technically have a job, you know? Like, I do YouTube, I host, DJ, MC, stage manager, and all that good stuff for my local pride, plus the company as well. So, there's a lot on my plate nowadays. But I will, post things from those events with their permission, of course. Um, Now, some of the events will be live, others will just be pre recorded because there's some people who don't necessarily want to be on camera or want to be on the internet. But when it comes to drag queens, that's kind of the whole. It kind of just comes with it. It's hard to make sure no one records anything and posts it, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it should be fun. I've gotten a lot of opportunities. If you don't know how I got involved with my local pride, I might as well just share the story. So, about 2-ish years ago, I want to say, when the Pride Parade was just coming back to town, COVID just is like, when COVID just came right back down to the point where we could go out and do things. So, it was my first Pride in many years because, the first Pride I went to was in 2018. And then, for some reason, it got canceled the next year. And then, obviously, got canceled in 2020 because obvious reasons. So, yeah, a couple years ago, I was just hanging out with my friends. Part of me wishes that, I could have done, the fun things at Pride, while I was still a teenager and able to do those things. But instead, I chose to, the people on the stage were having troubles fixing the audio. So I stepped in. I just walked up and was just like, "Do you need any help?" And they're like, "Yes, please." And I just fixed it. And they asked me to stay around the entire time just in case. They barely needed me. So it was just, looking back, I could have just went and hanged out with people. But nowadays, I'm literally just hosting that shit. So it's like, I missed my opportunity to do that shit. And it's kind of disappointing. But hey, I got this opportunity. Apparently, I'm irreplaceable for them. So yeah, it's gonna definitely be hard to attempt to replace me because they have mentioned multiple times that they wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't around, because I pick all the songs and that everyone likes my songs better than the songs they pick, which is a good thing. Um, I am really good with the audio, and I'm really good at hyping up the crowd. I am really good on stage. It's just when I'm in person or talking one-on-one to someone, usually don't know what to say. But when I'm on stage or like making a video, for some reason, half the time I just know what to say and do, and it just comes natural to me. It's weird, but that's just kind of how I work. Um, so yeah, in the future, I will be hiring people. All of them, most of them being creators, but they won't have. They'll have little to no, like they'll have the same limitations as I do, essentially, like little to none. Um, all the content is 16 plus, at least most of it. There's probably going to be a couple that are uh, meant for adults, but we'll see what the other creators want to make. And it's like I can't really imagine me saying no to a lot of things. Like the amount of shows I watched growing up, looking back, I would 100% buy those IPs and just continue where they left off if I could. You know, like there's so many that are really, really good, but like the company didn't really give them a chance. So I was thinking, whoever wants to work with me, they get to make whatever suits their fancy. Well, they don't even have to leave the house. They could be in whatever country they're from and just send me either if they're a voice actor, they can just send me voice clips, or if they're animator, they just send in the animation, being like, "Hey, how's this? Can I just proceed?" Or like, because I want to be involved in most, if not all, of the projects in my company. But I'm gonna try my damnedest to just let the creators of their stuff have most, if not all, of the control. So yeah, it's something. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out everything I'm doing. I might have sister branches, sister locations, as people might call them. Like, not all of them will be entertainment. Some of them might be just like, one of my friends wanted it to, like, fix cars under my company's name. They just have their own little thing. So I guess there'll be more than just one particular thing that the money's coming from. That way, it's just like my company always has a backup plan, and just if a couple shows or games don't get a lot of money, I have all of this backup contingency plans that are still making me money enough to pay people. So I will be trying to make outfits, mainly colorful ones that have a lot of pockets, because I've noticed that all the colorful clothing are mainly in the girls section, and they barely have pockets. I never liked that, so when I make female clothing, or clothing in general, because my clothing's not going to be genderized, it's all going to be colorful, so really, they're all going to have pockets, and a lot of them, like inside pockets, outside pockets, like a decent amount of pockets that you can just essentially just hold your entire person in. Okay, sure, I'm probably gonna bankrupt a couple purse companies, but I'm okay with that. Like, if you just think of it, like, I don't know, whatever ideas you guys have, I'll be more than willing to hear them. But yeah, I've attempted to edit videos in the past. You guys have seen how that went. I've posted those. They didn't go very well. It seems that my unedited content, which is most of my videos, tend to get more views than anything else. So I feel like it's just, first of all, I can make videos back to back, mainly because I don't really edit them. Second of all, I can just essentially do whatever I please because I'm not monetized. However, I might have to get monetized in order to support my company. That is a very big possibility. So we'll see if or when that happens. But I feel like me and my content swear a little too much to get monetized overly. But at a certain degree, my content is not made for children. It's meant for people 16 and up. So maybe it'll just get a pass. I don't know. Laws in different countries work differently. I'm pretty sure there's no law here saying that I can't release. Sure, I have to be careful what I say online because there's a lot of things that in my country, if I say online, I will get arrested for. It's weird, but 'tis Canada. Um, like, for example, if I were to say, like, I wanted to hurt or kill someone, didn't matter who. If I said anything like that online, I could go to jail. It'd be like hate speech or some shit like that. Our free speech and we don't really have free speech. We have a weird laws about free speech and self-protection and all of those things that I will talk about in the future. Okay, but yeah, it's so weird because I don't know. A lot of my friends don't like Pride. It's just off to me because it's like, okay, but every city does Pride differently, first of all. And second of all, you don't even, I don't think they even understand why Pride is a thing. And it's just like, okay, it's mainly because people have viewed LGBTQ people as a problem for so long that we're just sick and tired of it. We just want to live and just be us. To the point where we literally kind of protest and show our pride once a year. It's literally one day a year in some places. There's a couple places that it's spread throughout the year, and other places that it's just like multiple days on end. But in most places, it's literally just one day a year where it happens. It's literally just one day where they're trying to just normalize themselves. You're just having fun, getting together, and the only people who ruin it are the people protesting, telling children that they don't belong and they're going to hell or some shit like that. It's like, how dare you? Deadass, one of the protesters who was there the 1 year, not only shoved a kid and hurt them, he also decided to yell at all the children and say that they're going to hell and that they don't belong here, and just these terrible, terrible things you should not be telling children. It's like, if they're full-grown adults, whatever, they can fight back. They can fight on their own thing. It's whatever. But it's when it's 50 somewhat children that you're yelling at, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. So, me and about 200 to 400 people, 200 to 400 people, literally, started marching towards the protester and literally, essentially, forced him to go backwards. And we literally chased him down. Not chased, but walked him and assured that he left. Down 2 blocks. Cops did try to protect him for some reason, even though he harmed children. So they're like, no, we didn't see it. It didn't happen. It's but watching drag queens snap people, just tear a strip off of people is so entertaining. It is so entertaining. I loved watching it. They'd be like, how dare you? They're, saying terrible things to children. And it's part of me wanted to tell the cops, it's Dude, you know we don't have free speech, right? Sure, he can have that sign and protest, but when he's shouting at children, like diminishing things and just the worst things imaginable, then it should like that should be the problem. Like you should make him leave instead of protecting him from us when he's the problem. You know, he's the one with the megaphone and the speaker, making sure everyone hears him. Make sure he's louder than everyone else. It's like, dude, grow up. If you don't like pride or gay people, don't show up. It's that simple. Just don't show up. Like, don't involve yourself. Like, it's that simple. Like, the worst thing you can do to people is pretend that they don't exist. Just, oh, what's happening today? Okay, I don't really care. Type shit. It's like, whatever. They do their own thing type thing. Like, why do people care so much about what other people are doing? Why? Like, if you're in love with them, understandable. I fully understand that and get it. If you're in love with someone, you're full on worried about, like, are they cheating? Are they, I get that. That I understand. But when you're not, like, friends or, like, even know the person, it's like, why do you care? Like, why do you care? Like, it's one of the main reasons I stopped being a Christian, because not only did they give me a choice that was easier to make than they thought it would. Okay, my church gave me a choice that I either could love women and be with God, or love man and be never be happy with a man and be with the devil, or live happily ever after with a woman. I'm like, no. Um, that would not make me happy. Like, I'm sorry. Like, how would something make me happy if I'm not interested in that gender? Like, I have no attraction to that gender whatsoever. Be like a full-on straight dude marrying a guy just because that's just the status quo. It's like, that it doesn't work. They're not gonna actually be happy. It's like, that's just how it works. I'm attracted to men. Not girls. Not women. Men. Okay? I like adult men. That's it. I'm interested in those people, and that's it. It's like, just get that through your mind and suck it up. I am not you. You have no control over me. Stop trying. That's just, anytime someone has a problem with my community, that's just what I want to say. It's just, okay, suck it up. We are going to exist for all of eternity. We've existed since the beginning of time, and will exist until the end of time. So, you're not going to get rid of us, so might as well get used to us. Just get used to us. We're not going anywhere. The transgender, gays, bis, literally non-binary people have been existing for thousands of years. Like, the pronouns they, them existed before he, him, or she, her. Like, you know that, right? It's like, to be fair, most of them are uneducated, so I'm not really surprised that they don't know better. But realistically, it's like, oh, you're making the children gay. It's like, no, we're telling them how things are, and they choose what they want to be. A lot of the time, you don't get a choice. If you're gay, you don't choose, like, guys or girls. You just date guys because that's what you're attracted to. If you're straight, you date women because that's what you're attracted to. You're not going to go date, the same sex because you're not interested in them. It's the same thing with me. I'm not going to date the opposite sex because I'm not attracted to the opposite sex. I have no interest in them whatsoever. Like, sure, most of my friends, if not all of my friends, are straight dudes. Sounds like I know. And they're all okay with it. Like, but it's all complicated, you know? But yeah, it was a whole debacle. Anytime someone brings up religion, the trauma usually just, boom, trauma. Like, I would reveal that, I just instantly just snap off and react and be like, what are you talking about? How dare you even think that? And yada, yada, yada. Just like, because I have so much religious trauma that I don't like hearing about religion at all. Like, I don't care what you believe in. You can believe in whatever you want. But once you try to convince me to believe in what you believe, is when I stop paying attention to the conversation. And I just tone out. It's like, I will stop paying attention to you. It's like, I'm sorry. It's just, I've heard enough of it in my life. And I don't want to hear it anymore. It's like, I'm sorry. But when you grow up, with what you think is surrounded by people who will love and support you for the rest of your life, just to find out that, they're going to kick you out just because, oh, you like the same gender. Like, that's the only reason that they kicked me out. Because, I like the same the gender, and just happened to be working with the children. So they thought I was going to make the children gay, which is not possible. I'm sorry. You can't make people gay. You can make people realize they're gay. That is completely possible, but you can't make someone gay. When people say, oh, I found out I was gay, it usually means that they did something with the same gender and liked it and wanted more of it. That's usually how it goes. Like, for the ones who like the same gender, the first time you had an experience with the same gender, didn't you like it? Didn't you want more of it? And that just be like, oh, this feels right. This feels amazing and really happy. It just feels right. That's how I am with men. Okay? It just feels right. Feels like I just belong in the relationship. And half the time I hear shit about what girls are doing in relationships. I'm just like, God, I'm glad I'm gay. I am so happy I'm gay. I don't have to deal with the things that straight people do. God. Most of my ex-boyfriends have full on explained why they broke up. Why, every single detail. Anytime I asked, they usually would be straightforward about it. With women, no, they don't do that. At least the ones that date my friends. They just break up with them and then just not tell them why. Or just use their body. It's like, you all say men are the problem, but from what I hear about straight women, I think it can go either way. But yeah, it's just bizarre because reality is so warped. Where if you grow up believing everything in a certain way, how do you react? Most people just react about seeing something different. It's the end of the world. Oh, I have no control over the yada yada. And it's like, calm down. It is not you. You have control over you, not other people. That's just how the world works. You can't just fit everyone in a box and just, that's it. I'm sorry, it's just, that's not possible. I am definitely one of those people who, I don't care what you say about me. I don't. Sure, I have lost friends over what they have called me, because a lot of the time they've called me stuff that is unforgivable and I don't want any part of, and stuff I cannot repeat on YouTube. um, but yeah, it's just some people think, oh, being gay is as bad as murder or liking children. It's like, no, no. That's like me saying being straight is as bad as someone who, takes advantage of other people. Or is like, or does stuff like Trump. Because I feel like that's like the worst insult I can think of. You're Trump. Because, or I guess Putin. Putin would be more of, Putin or Hitler would probably be more of an insult than Trump, to be honest. Because out of all the dictatorships in the world, Trump is definitely the dumbest. And it's not like I'm saying anything y'all don't know. Like, he is not a good person. He's done shady shit, and has gotten away with it. I'm pretty sure he's getting impeached, which is good, because if he didn't, God, the relationship between our countries have already failed. Like, my Prime Minister of Canada has literally said, and I'm pretty sure this was the exact quote, the relationship between America and Canada is over. Is essentially exactly what he said. Which I don't, I agree with it. It's like I can't really say anything against that because, part of our alliance deal was that we wouldn't tariff each other. That was part of the deal, is that we wouldn't tariff each other, we wouldn't attack each other. We're an alliance, we're friends. But, the President of the United States broke it. He broke the alliance. So, our Prime Minister had to be like, okay, I'm sorry, but you have broken our alliance. Like, you went against our treaty for what we agreed on. So, we cannot trust you. It's like, sure, we can probably slowly but surely rebuild the friendship and alliance. But the relationship between us never will be the same again. Because I don't even trust America. Like, I don't feel safe going there. Like, I've wanted to go there. I'm probably going to go there. But part of me is just like, is it worth it? Like, if, with how strict the rules are about, who can and can't pass, it's like, am I gonna get denied just because I'm gay? Like, realistically, that is my thought process. Because if it's illegal to do certain things there, I guess I'm not trans, so I don't have to worry about, too much. But, like, you see my point? Like, for the freest country in the world, well, not anymore, because it's nowhere close to free anymore, but what's supposed to be the freest country in the world is nowhere close to that at all. Like, I'm sorry, but most of us Canadians either hate Americans and make fun of you, or, there's three options. Yeah, we either hate you and make fun of you, we, have somewhat of respect for the people, but not the people in power. And then there's the third option, where not a lot of people are in this category, but there are quite a bit. And it's people who, think Canada should be like America. Which, I feel like, if you think that, just move to fucking America. Get the fuck out of my country. Like, if you don't like Canada, and you're in Canada, get the fuck out. We don't want you here. Okay? Like, the only way you'll survive here is if you're nice and respectful. If you're disrespectful in any way, shape, or form, you're gonna get absolutely destroyed here. Like, I'm sorry. We are not nice to people who are not nice. We're nice if you're nice, essentially. Like, the sayings like, oh, Canadians are nice until they're at war. It's true. We invented the Geneva Convention. To us, it's just the Geneva checklist to us. It's not even a don't list. It's just a checklist. Anytime we're in war, we pull out the I cannot pronounce it. You get my point, though. We pull up that list, and slowly but surely check one by one off. Simple as that. That's why most people don't want to go to war with us, because of how brutal we are. Like, okay, I don't know if y'all know this, but when we were fighting, I'm pretty sure it was the Germans, the Germans came out and was just like, oh, I think it was Christmas, like, happy Christmas, Canada, and just came out of the trenches. You know what we did? We stood up and shot them all. Yeah, you heard me right. We stood up and shot them. They had no weapons. They just were trying to be friendly. But we're like, no, this is war. No mercy. And just shot all of them down. The next time, they wanted food. So we got a couple cans, put grenades in the soup cans, and threw them in the trenches and watched them explode once they opened them. We were brutal. We were not nice people. Like, we would take over a certain area, and then the Americans would come following us just to have a parade, essentially claiming victory for something we did, because, it's America. They claim victory for everything they didn't do. And I'm pretty sure in response, we burnt their White House down at least twice. Also, your White House used to be a shade of pink. Sure, it wasn't pink, but it was pinkish white. Up until we burnt it down. Then it just became white. Well, I guess it became charcoal, and then white. But, just be careful, because, Americans, if you get on our bad side, we might end up burning your White House down again. Honestly, sounds like fun. But, I'm Canadian, so of course I think it sounds like fun. Yeah, I've been chatting for probably way too long. I'm probably going to look over this video before I post it. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.